Good day, people of YouTubes, and welcome to a game by Japan Studios. Acquire Project Videotape. This is a game I have kind of touched upon before. It's on the BSP, and it is No Heroes Allowed. Or to give it its more accurate title, What Did I Do to Deserve This, My Lord Free? Or possibly Badman Free. This game, as I've already touched upon, is a really difficult game, but I didn't know this when I first completed it. This is an oddity in my sort of gaming experiences, because I finished this game first time through. I think I failed once on somewhere on the second stage, and that was it. I actually thought this game was really short, and then I discovered how difficult it actually is. We're going to be playing through the main dungeon, story, and level 1. May the world know no peace. Ah, that's better. It's just my little ritual. I shout it once a day. It reduces stress and boosts power. Yes, Badman. I'm not going to go through all the text here. So this is going to be my update series from now until probably the end of, the start of 2017, perhaps. We'll see how I'm still doing and whether I'm still stuck on the first level and getting increasingly depressed, because that's likely to happen. It happened when I tried to play this game again in the past, and now I'm playing it on a PSP emulator. Well, you know, it's got to be bad. It's going to be bad. Mainly, I want to just talk about what my current schedule with things are. I only really have 2 active projects for the moment. That is Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear, which I'm going to continue until we finish it, obviously, and Master of Orion, which is close to finishing as well. These will be replaced with a couple of games which I've been developing, or sort of working on. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which is my new thing, which will probably come up in a week or two, replacing Master of Orion. And this is The Police, which is the whole corrupt police officer simulator thing, which I was planning on saving it until my backup in December, because I'm going to be away for about 3 weeks and unable to record videos. Beyond that, though, I've made a couple of decisions. I kind of touched on this in my live stream series that I've been doing, my last one, that I'm probably going to reset the requests. So anything before this date, I'm probably going to ignore for the time being. And what I'm going to do instead is, I've posted the link to the spreadsheet below, and I'm going to add any request that gets made onto the LP request line at the bottom. You're able to leave comments, I believe, as well, though I'm not sure how that's going to work on that, but we'll find out. If it turns into a mess, I've got it. It's not a lot of effort involved in remaking that and just fixing it. But yeah, I need suggestions for games, and if something gets suggested a lot, and I think it's a good idea, I will play it. If something gets suggested a lot and I don't think it's a good idea, I'll probably still play it anyway. If something gets suggested that is absolutely in sync with what I want to play right now, it's probably going to jump to the top. But I'm going to lead to a bit more of a suggestion channel now, at least with some projects. I've been doing this now for 7 years, very nearly. 7 years in December. By the way, I need an idea for that. There'll be a few games I'll play, obviously, because I want to. I mean, things like Mu when they come out, Xenonauts 2... any new XCOM game, I'm probably going to play it regardless of whether it gets requested or not. There will be things that just, I play it and dear God, I want it. I love it. We're playing it again. So, bear in mind that the request line will change up, down, and even if it's at the top and has the most requests, it might not happen anytime soon, but I plan to play it. This is how I'm going to definitely do things. I definitely want to be a bit more interactive, play what you want me to play, and we'll see what happens from that. In the meantime, though, I should get on to playing this game, because it's now 4 minutes in and we haven't actually started any gameplay yet, which, you know, is terrible. So, if you watch my, What Did I Deserve This, My Lord 2 videos, this plays much the same way. I create a dungeon by digging area out. If I dig over green blocks, I produce little slime molds who go and move nutrients around. They're kind of weak and not really worth it. There are then these. I don't know why I quite did that. That's actually not a good configuration. That might work, actually. I'm not trying to do too much here. I'm just trying to set up at the moment. And now you might wonder what this water block's about. I'm about to explain what that's about. But first, I have to dig an area for it. That probably wasn't what I wanted to do there, actually. There we go. Down goes the water. Now, water ecology is now a new thing into this game. You sort of have areas which are completely covered by water. and they will grab nutrients from the soil. As you can see there, I've got some evolved Omnoms. Oh, darn it. This is the kind of effect that happened before, and it's why I kind of stopped playing this a while, because this was bothering me too much. But there is the occasional glitch, which seems to happen on the PSP emulator for some reason, where it just brings up shadow images of things. I'm also right next to another water thing I've just noticed. But I'll put him in the water. Now that will eventually start producing... Okay, well that was easy. As you can see, very weak hero to start with, and there's a duel that's been played as well. I can now level up my monsters, and it actually gives me an idea of how strong they are. You can see physical attack stats, you can see... Apparently everything has a physical stat of 17. But I can also upgrade things I haven't actually made yet, like the things here. And I think what we're going to do for this one is upgrade the Omnoms to level 2. So there we go, they've gained an attack boost, they now have an attack stat of 20. I can also upgrade the slime molds, but I'm going to hold that off. I know, there we go. Because currently, the only things stressed are the things that are getting eaten. That'll be the slimes. So they're most likely to... Cancel that. I don't want to spend all my money. Done. But upgrading the Omnoms to a higher level means they do more damage. I get a B rank because I haven't saved my dig power. And I think we're going to put another lower water band here somewhere. Yeah, this will do. That'll do nicely. And I'm trying to make little sort of things like this, because the slime mods will always sort of rotate... Oh, darn it. That might mess that up slightly. Oh well. But they all sort of follow the same sort of routes and patterns. And usefully, that's going to help each other out there. Let's grab another Omnom here, because we might as well have some upgrades. And I'm going to grab this as well. You can see things sort of happening here. Okay, the second wave of heroes will be down soon. You do not get a lot of time in this game. There's a lot of area to dig out still, though. What I might do... Okay, fair enough. We're not going to do that, then. Also, there's a mandrake thing there I just noticed. What I'll do for now is I'll put you here. God damn, those shadow things aren't going to help us. But the Omnom's now eating quite well. Getting fed. We have a few that are improved. We have a few that have nutrients. They're now shown which ones are carrying nutrients now, which is quite nice. Actually, the Omnoms are not necessarily eating everything, I'm noticing. I'll skulk in the dark forever. Well, they're not dropping save points or anything, which the heroes will eventually start doing. But there you go, level 2 Omnom, easily capable of dealing with that. And in fact, that counts as eating, so he's now gained that cocoon, and it will upgrade further. Right. So we have a bit more shovel power now. So I have some options. I can upgrade the arachnids, I can upgrade the hurtles. I think, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off for now and just say, okay. We want to upgrade lizardmen, but I don't actually have any lizardmen right now. And we certainly don't have any Liliths, which would be what I need to consider soon. So somewhere. Okay, bear with this. Okay. Just making a few fits here. This is a nice little deep area, which should hopefully help out. Dungeon IQ is increased. Now, if you have water things that are sufficiently have sufficient growth, you get these large flowers. Effectively, what these do is increase your dungeon IQ and allow your monsters to have special abilities. Some of these are slightly more annoying than others. For example, now the Omnoms will start building walls, which I have to knock down. I have to knock these down because occasionally they will just get in the way of what I actually want to do. Meanwhile, I do need some level 3 blocks. I don't mind them holding off in there because it does give me some benefit, but, you know. Right, now those are sort of fire spirit things. Oh, god darn it. And I accidentally killed that one. Good news is, though, I have now got myself a lizard man. In fact, I have a couple of lizard men here. I'm going to break that down, and we have some turtles there. What I don't have currently is anything... Yeah, I need to threaten a little more here. I certainly could do with some more mushrooms. Okay. Heroes are at the gates. So now there are 2 of them. Put you down a bit further here. In fact, that's probably the best place to hide you right now. So as nutrients get into the soil, we do get increases to things, but I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up the runic monster. Runic monsters have... Oh, god damn it, they're just getting destroyed at the moment. Dungeon IQ increases to high mid. Many more abilities, but... Okay, Dungeon IQ is now high. Doesn't feel it, but, you know. Oh, we're just getting destroyed at the moment. We need to try and help ourselves out a little bit here. Our battle power is not high enough, and I'm noticing this mass is gonna be an issue. I don't think we're gonna be able to deal with this. Ah, problems. The good news is, at least with the water dungeons, they are self-sustaining. Eventually, they'll grow themselves back to the same point they were at. Okay, you've got yourself a totem pole, which is fine. Some of them are weakening. Unfortunately, I need you to help out now. Oh, god damn it. Alright, so Badman has been captured. We now have what is known as the desperate attempt at stopping him. And trust me, this will be a desperate attempt to stop him. Right down to this runic monster I'm about to summon, which, to be honest, is such a bad idea. This will not be a strong one. Nope. That's rather depressing, actually. If I'd have got myself some... Yeah. Low-level lizardmen were never going to be able to stand up to this, and this is what I mean by the game being difficult. It's just not capable. I'll have another go, actually. Yeah, save to storage media. We'll add ourselves a save file. I might get through the tutorials and show those off, but... But as you can see, this game not particularly easy. You have to find a force evolutions to get this game to work properly. And then designing the dig well is also awkward. Right, I'm going to grab you straight away, because an early lizardman has got to be a good advantage, if I can do it. Right, I'm going to stick with this, but I'm going to hold it as just a bit of water down to there. Right, that seems fine to me. And then I'll have that digging round. May seem like a little bit awkward, this one, but, you know. Okay, incoming hero detected. This guy is no problem. And in fact, we can just put him down here, and that will almost certainly be fine. Oh, god darn it. The only downside is the cocoons are useless, effectively. The good news is the lizardman is not. Okay, so with 330, I think I'm going to save and try and upgrade my lizardmen this time. If I can get enough good lizardmen, I can start at least having a strong thing at the, you know, just get a strong starting base set up. Okay, so you can go and do that. Next up, we need to go and dig ourselves down a little way. Oh, we got a relic. Now, these are interesting I can either tap it to gain a monster, or I can add some water to it. And there is thankfully some water over here I know about. So time to add some water in. So that will now grow into this. My sublimoid. There we go. That will do. I should also get some extra omnoms for people here, because clearly my lizardman population needs to grow a little bit. Heroic readings detected. Yeah, I'm going to put you there. I will say darn. Died like a dog. You did, but at least we did eventually get you. Right. So we do want to level up our monsters this time. We want to upgrade our lizardmen up to lizard knights. Yeah, we definitely want to do this. I'm tempted to upgrade these as well, though it wouldn't give them a great increase. It would... no, we'll leave that alone. I'd like some Liliths, because magic Pete users are always helpful. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get a lot out of this, am I? Not by the look of it. Right, Omnoms can go and grab some more stuff there. Oh, the shadow things. Alright, you can go and do that. Next up, I think, though... Oh, well, it's gone the wrong way. Whoops. Down we go. It's not really enough water, is it? We've got another lizardman block, though. That gives us level 2. And even though I'm kind of at the edge here, I can at least... Oh, whoops. Hadn't meant to do that. I'm doing a lot of digging here. Okay, straight away we get a lizard man. And we have another lizard man block up here. Okay. So we're starting to get a colony of lizard men on the go. Hopefully this is also killing enough omnoms to somewhat get them into stress territories, but we haven't had any warnings about that yet. Depending on what happens to monsters, they will evolve in interesting ways. It's one of the better features about this game, but I've not been able to show off yet. Alright, so this is the encounter that basically did us in last time. But we have upgraded lizardmen, hopefully... enough. Well, let's see. Okay, that did damage, but it didn't do a lot. Multiple of them, though. And we've got Lilith blocks. Okay. So now we can start going for Liliths. I should have actually thought about this, because if I'd have got the upgrade here, this would be quite useful. Yeah, we're definitely going immediate Lilith upgrade. Straight up to Vampire. This is pretty much a no-brainer from my regard. You need good magic users, and while dragons are, of course, dragons... Oh, darn it. This is what annoyed me. We now have... This is exciting, isn't it? We now have Biff. Okay, let's try and get some extra Lilith set up. Preferably before this one dies. Gonna hold that off for a runic monster, I think. Oh, darn it. Gotta be careful here. No, we lost all of that. There's too many new God damn it, that wasn't meant to be a lizard man. Well, it is now, I guess, so... Now, if they don't get enough food, they will effectively go into cannibalism, which is what I'm hoping will happen with the Liliths, given I've got quite a few of them now. If nothing else, we have a lot of firepower available. On this initial bit of dungeon. I don't know why I'm trying to level up the Omnoms. They're not actually that helpful to me right now. They can be, certainly. Level 3 or 4 Omnoms are definitely useful. And I don't think there's much point in moving you on, so I'm going to keep you where you are. Right, now these guys are annoying. They, however, are quite weak to magic, as we can see. And the good thing about Liliths is... Oh, yeah, that's what I don't like. They're just super high-speed death machines. But victory is ours. I get another one of those dual things. And unfortunately, I lose most of my Liliths. However, what I can now do is upgrade to Succubus. So now I've got even stronger magic people up there. Assume I can keep them alive. And in fact, this is a worthy upgrade. Okay, keep it down there. I think this is the last one. Okay, this might be the last one, in which case I just need to power up as many Liliths as I can before we get started here. I don't care about starving them particularly, I just need them. So I'm also going to pick up another lizard man here. Some of them will only really be able to be hurt by magic, so... Also, you may wonder what all the white ones are about. They're odd. That's all I shall say. Yeah, the Omnom's acting pretty ominous. Now, that's probably because they're being eaten. There we go. So they've upgraded to Venomonoms. So they've now gained... They've been fed up of being eaten to death, so now they've gained the ability to poison. Or at least these slightly more evolved ones have. Which is a useful upgrade, and will happen naturally as the dungeon progresses. If they don't have food and have to resort to cannibalism, they will basically become cannibals, and that will allow them to strengthen up that way as well. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm tempted to... I'm trying to strengthen the seal, but I don't think that's necessarily going to work, so I'm going to leave that alone. Grab an extra succubus. This thing has started absorbing all of my souls, which is annoying, but it has made the skeleton stronger, should I activate it. And should there be death and magic along here, that will upgrade the seal I've put there. It's basically a magical doorway. It opens up really strong monsters, but... Oh, Magic Mandrake. I haven't seen those before, actually. And I might be able to get a dragon. I might be able to get another runic monster up there, actually, if that gets enough magic. I haven't really made any further stretches in the dungeon, but you're surrounded by Toxin Omnoms, so you might have a chance here. Okay, didn't upgrade it to a runic monster yet, but... Okay, we'll open this up because that will give us strength boost to things. Okay, now we have another rune here. A couple of them, actually. So if they can power up that rune a little more... This has worked out quite well, actually. I've got a lot of runic monsters going on. Oh, have I done this? I might have this. Summon another one. I have so many runic monsters going on over there. Where's everybody else? You've got to there. I've got to be careful, because if they drop any save points, I have to destroy them, or they will reload. And of course some of them will have healing spells. Okay, this guy's nearly out. Yes, 2 down. Where's the last hero? Oh. Yeah, this is the thing that happens as well. They don't like each other. There's nothing I can do about that either. This is potentially a problem. Go on. I don't need a lot here. I need a little bit of help, and this will work. All the lizardmen are dead. I am really not going to be able to do this now. I'm going to lose it to death because of this darn thing, aren't I? Darn it. Oh. If I'd have waited on the runic monster, I'd have probably had it. Honestly, because they wouldn't have wasted time killing each other. Either of them were good enough. Late runic monsters, definitely the way to go. All my things shatter. Well, that was No Heroes Allowed. Much shorter title, thankfully, for this one. I will see you next time when I attempt this again. Until then.